딸기 cross. Hi, my name is Anna and I'm a singer.
Hi, my name is Peyton and I'm a dancer.
And today, what are we doing today?
Today, we are back with an AB6 reaction on comeback day. Finally.
Finally. Yeah, so we reacted to AB6IX once before on this channel, which was for the answer, but we missed their Salute comeback, which is really sad. But today we're reacting to their Stay Young comeback, 불시착, and this is the repackage from Salute. Very exciting. We've watched the teasers, so yeah, let's just go! It's a carnival!
I love it.
Oh, I forgot how much I liked Pagujin.
Did you just get hit by that? Like that?
It hit me in the beginning. Wow.
I was literally just looking at him and I was like, he looks so grown up.
Who? Taehi or Woojin?
Taehi too. Oh.
Oh. Sorry, this is from the teasers and so pretty.
The meaning of the song is so deep. What?
It's so pretty. This part. Sorry, I love the instrumentation. Oh my god! Oh, oh, oh.
What?
Oh. The Northern Lights.
Fireworks. Hey!
I've been so excited for this.
Okay, so I will say for both of us, we were so excited about this comeback. So excited. It's such a feel-good song. Yes, the lyrics are dealing with heavier topics, especially in like Woojin's rap verses, but the message overall just kind of gives like hopefulness. Like it made me feel so like content and like, yes, like everything will be okay, like that sort of feeling. With like that message and the song itself, And then the music video too, when you put them together, it sort of has this like magical feeling, is how I felt when I was watching it, because of the coloring and like the filters they were using on it. And then they had the twinkle lights, and that reminded me of like the little twinkles in the music. The carnival too, like that imagery, it's kind of associated with being like out of time. Like when you're at carnivals and amusement parks, the feeling is usually like, oh, like time doesn't really exist here. And like just overall, it had that sort of like frozen in time vibe, which makes it feel magical, like you're reading a storybook or a fairy tale or something. And I really liked that. Like you couldn't see a ton of the dance, but from what I could see of the dance, it also had that sort of like light magical feeling. Like it was very musical. It wasn't the most intense dance that I've ever seen, but it had such good musicality. Like that magical feeling was even more portrayed by the way they were like emoting the song, especially like through their eyes, because their eyes were like sparkling when they were doing close-ups, especially in the chorus. And also I'm thinking about that one shot at the end where Taewee is watching the fireworks and he looks like a little kid that's just like, and it was just so heartwarming. And then also in the chorus, the dance too, because the verses I feel like are a little bit more individualistic from what I could tell. And so then they all kind of come together for the chorus. It's like the uplifting part. And so it gives that sort of feeling of togetherness, and we're all gonna be together and it'll be okay. So dances also are always an interpretation of a feeling or of a story, and they can be like very symbolic, but also they can be pretty straightforward. And I felt like this one had more of a straightforward telling of some of the things they wanted to do. Like at the very beginning, I noticed Woojin's talking about how he's like feeling alone and like people don't understand, and all of the dancers are like walking away, so he's left on stage by himself. Or like the flying with both arms open when they say open both arms. Like it was just a little bit more straightforward, but it plays into that whole like storybook like hopeful feeling because it's a little bit more innocent, like the way that they're telling the story and the way they're dancing the dance that they have. So I don't know, I really liked it. Like I really liked it. Just so uplifting. Anna's turn.
So for my comments, I'm not gonna have enough time to say everything that I want to say, and I didn't have enough time to figure out everything that I want to say. So we'll just see what happens. So I've been so excited to listen to this ever since watching the teasers and like the album spoiler, because the instrumentation for this is just beautiful. I think the song was made just for like me to love it. They use a lot of chimes in this, and we always talk about on this channel like Anna can love a song for just like a few second use of chimes once in a song, but they use it multiple times in this song, and it's like highlighted by the dance even more. Like one shot that sticks out to me in the music video is like I think in the second verse chorus area when they use the chimes, when like all the dancers are going like facing the middle. I was like, oh, that's so cool. And the way that the chimes that they use it just reminds me of like the twinkling lights in a night sky, like how you see in the music video the string lights, or like later the northern lights. Honestly, it feels more like the northern lights because of like the other instruments creating this otherworldly feeling. And like you said, it's like you're in a fairy tale because there's a lot of like echo reverb on like everything in this. One thing that really sticks out to me to explain that is like the pre-chorus. It has like a lot of silence, right? Because it just hits on the da, da, but it's echoing out the whole time. So it's still like full. You don't hear the silence because the noise is still like reverbing. And it's making me think of ballroom dancing for some reason. It's just like very beautiful in its execution and the way it feels kind of like dancing. Do you know what I mean?
You're thinking like ballroom dancing, like Cinderella.
Yeah, like Cinderella,
sort of
that sort of feeling. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then like obviously in the song, and you saw in the reaction, the bridge is where it really leaves that like beautiful setting that they've set up the most because of that really distorted synth that they have on top of the punchy bass. It's still like a similar bass that they've been using the whole time, but now the bass becomes the focus more because you don't have all like the other beautiful strings and stuff playing. And the bass they've been using the whole time is very punchy. It feels like a kick because you also just don't really hear the pitch to it that much. Like you can barely notice if it has a pitch. But because it has more of that bass feel, they were able to highlight the strings more. And like the whole time they're actually using the strings kind of like percussion. Like I'm just thinking of how during the chorus, the strings are dividing up the beat the whole time. Literally it's just like there's so much to say that I don't have time for, so I'm gonna stop there with instrumentation. But one thing that I thought was really cool was from the verse into the pre-chorus. I noticed it more during the second verse. They do like a whole beat build-up drop that you would usually hear from a pre-chorus into a chorus, where they like divide the beat and like da 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 da. But that's from the verse into the pre-chorus, and the pre-chorus is like the beautiful thing that I talked about. But then the actual chorus drop is when they go fly up, and then it like has the beautiful light feeling. And also they have synth horns too. And anyways, I need to stop now. In case you couldn't tell, I really liked it. Also, Monotree did this song, so this explains a lot.
Yeah. Alright, well, Anna, since this song was made to be loved by you, would you like to TLDR?
TLDR is AB6IX is back with their repackaged album. Very different from Salute. This is like the complete 180, like not heavy, very lighthearted, otherworldly, very pretty. But yeah, I love it. I don't know what else to say.
I love it too.
Okay.
I was just talking about herself. I love it too.
Well, I don't want to put words into your mouth.
I already said I love it. Like,
okay.
Times while I was talking. Anyway, that being said, if you enjoyed this reaction and if you are also loving AB6IX's comeback, Stay Young, 불시착, then please leave a like, comment, subscribe,
ding,
turn on your notification bell,
da,
and bye.
bye.